Hi, my name is Sim Yi-Siu. Today I'll be sharing with you a story from one of my current internship colleagues' experience. My colleague has been working as an auditor for close to 2 years, and I'm very thankful that she's willing to share one of her audit's past experience with me. Before that, I would like to briefly explain about working as an auditor. Usually an auditor will go over to the client's place for like 1 week or so to do audit field work, such as vouching the client's supporting documents like payment voucher files, sales or purchases files to document it in their audit working papers, thus to give a true and fair opinion in the audit report about the client. So there was once when she went over to the client place and she's supposed to deal with this company's financial controller, in short form FC, for the accounting information she needs. During the audit fieldwork, auditors will need to select samples to test the internal controls or test of balances. They will need documents to cite for audit objectives such as completeness, authorization, etc. What happened was, my colleague was testing the expenses and she picked a few samples that she needs to test and requested the FC to provide her all the supporting documents from the start to the end, which is the whole purchase process. However, the FC refused to give her the hard copies of the documents and instead only provided soft copies to her. So the main problem was because usually during the authorization procedure, some companies would only print out their documents then stamp either posted, received or paid on the hard copies, so it will not appear in the soft copies, and this is what my colleague and her team encountered from this client. One of the steps my colleague needs to perform was to cite for the stamp to ensure proper authorization before purchasing and payment, and without the hard copies, she could not verify the authorization. The reason the FC gave was because she is afraid that the auditors would misplace the hard copies and it is troublesome to bring out all the files required. Hence, my colleague and the team were facing a dilemma because they are still considered as their clients, so would not try to offend them in any ways, but they could not proceed their work done, and at the same time the team's manager were also pressuring them to update the progress. This could relate to the Code of Fundamental Principles 100.12e, where a professional accountant will be deterred from acting objectively because of actual or perceived pressures, including attempts to exercise undue influence over the professional accountant, and as audit fieldwork was limited by the client. My colleague and the team were facing intimidation threat, and according to the Code 105, whereby all professional accountants to be straightforward and honest in all professional and business relationships. The auditors could not just pretend that they have seen the stamp, assuming that all transactions are approved and authorized. Furthermore, Code 100.7, when a professional accountant identifies threats and based on an evaluation of how those threats determine whether appropriate safeguards are available and can be applied and to eliminate the threats or reduce them into an acceptable level. So the teams in charge decided to bring this problem up to the managing director of the company, that the team is not able to perform true and fair work done if this continues. After that, the problem was solved. One of the safeguards I would recommend is to include a listing of documents required in the engagement plan. Let them know the reason why they need to perform certain testing so that the FC could understand better, and that the auditors could complete their fieldwork on time. And another safeguard would be, like what the team in charge did, was to voice out the problem to the client's managing director so that they will not be intimidated by the FC. With that, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching.